Bienvenidos, mi gente. Hello, my folks. Un poquito de todo. I don't even know who's this catered to anymore. I think to agents, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Anyways.
They seem to enjoy it.
So, Mr. Alex, just so you know, we've gotten really good feedback on the podcast, and we got a Instagram. Somebody, and I'm debating if I'm going to post it. I think I am. So somebody said that they binge watched 3 shows.
She said she means binge, not bitch.
Oh, I said binged.
Binge.
She binged. Yes, I did. She binged our bitchy show. No, take it out. Our show, 3 of her shows while she was driving, and she said she enjoyed them, and they were really, really good. They are good.
They are
you know,
good,
because we really talk about us and real stuff, and we're raw and stuff. So that made me happy when she said that. And you know what? And she's gonna hear me when she says this. And I love Miss Agent here. I'm not gonna say her name until she gives me the okay and stuff. I'm happy. I'm happy that it's her that said that to me, because I think we needed some closure. She knows what we're talking about, and I'm glad we connected that way and stuff. So it makes me happy. She says that we are inspirational. You know, at the end of the day, I want whoever, el que esté escuchando, Latino, non-Latino, because I know we talk a lot about that, clients, no clientes. We talk about life, it's la vida and all that, and our experiences, what we feel. Yes, it's real estate, it's lending that we do, and we incorporate that. But we talk about real stuff that happens and how we feel, and they make us feel, and how we could overcome it, and help one another, right?
Yeah, it is. It's behind the scenes, raw.
Yeah, crying and all that stuff.
Yes.
With that, well, I didn't want to touch on that now, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. With that, I mentioned to you, I do want to start a group, and I absolutely want to do it. I'm kind of still working on the name, but the Brazilian Reinas and stuff.
Yes.
And I think we need more women groups out there, organizations that, and not all real estate related, but, and this is going to get a little bit more personal, but where we talk about just everyday women problems, okay? As moms, as entrepreneurs, we're wives, sisters, friends, and stuff. And the stuff that we all really go through day to day. And all ages, because, you know, like I tell my daughters, you need to learn and from what I'm experiencing and stuff. And one of the things, I'm going to talk about this, and one of the things is, like, me at my age, even in business now, and I, menopause. We don't talk about it.
Oh, no.
We don't talk about it.
This is the time.
Yeah. So, and not to, but I'm just saying, like, lately, I want us to just be more open about why we feel the way we feel, because it does affect the business. It does affect the way we do things. It affects the way our household works, the relationship and stuff. So I want this group to be that. Girl, lately, and I'm like, I've been trying to pinpoint it and stuff. I don't have the hot flashes, my ladies. I don't have all that stuff. Thank God. I haven't really gained weight. Al contrario, I think it's like kind of like helping me. But oh my God, am I anxious and moody. And I do feel like my mind is like all fogged up. I'm foggy, and there's just, and sensitive. Hijo de su madre. I feel like lately I'm extra sensitive with the family, with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm a mean person to my husband. Oh my God, I'm saying
You're not the only one?
No,
I've been going through this too really bad. And I thank you for bringing this up.
I think I had to, because yesterday I had an incident, but yeah, good. What?
Same. I'm treating mine, and he's a freaking saint.
Yeah.
And I'm so mean, and I'm with you. I don't know, we're like on the same wavelength.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like straight up, like I'm anxious, I'm mean right now. I am doing some stuff to help me hormonal wise, because I do feel that that's important at our age. I'm doing peptides, and we can talk about that later.
Hablamos de eso, yes.
Yeah, so I did my blood work. I did all that.
I'm doing that.
Good. That's so important, because we have to be right.
Yeah.
We're going through changes. It's normal. We're at the age, and it does affect relationships.
No, it does. Business and relationship, I feel it does. All of it. And my poor husband, even this morning, pobrecito, he said, he goes, you are different. I'm like, no, I'm not. I am. And not different. I'm like, oh my God, I hate him. I don't love him. I love him. But like, and then he's so sweet. I was like, oh my God, I'm such a bitch. Now I said bitch. He goes, I'm just giving you your space, you know? And that's, because I know if you would be acting like that, I'd be like, get the heck out.
Oh, we would be like devastated.
Yeah. So, but I want this group to be that. I want it to be because we don't know. It's new to me, and I don't know what relationship you have with mom, but I grew up and I'm close to my mom, but it takes a lot for her to even open up about things. And I think in our generation, I think people who could relate with it. And I'm saying this again, the Latino community, I think it's so hard for moms, the older generation, to really talk about what they go through or something.
They don't know.
They don't know. Or the resources or no saben.
Yeah.
We are fortunate to have, internet and all that stuff. So they do depend on us and stuff. But I feel like I'm kind of going alone and with this and stuff, alone in my household, of course, but there's help out there. I did book, I have a consultation on Monday to kind of go through whatever my symptoms. They're going to do some blood work.
Good.
I heard about I've been like Googling a lot about the peptides injections and stuff. So I think I'm going to look into that
I'm
too.
doing that.
Are you?
Yep. I'm on week 3.
So you've been injected and good?
I'm sleeping better.
You see,
I'm sleeping better. My anxiety is getting better. Now I'm going through something, obviously, so you can't help that, right? But I do feel a huge difference so far, and I'm excited to see where it goes because I needed something. I wasn't sleeping.
Well, I'm waking up. You know what? I don't have a problem falling asleep. And it's just that I wake up in between, and
I would wake up in a panic.
Yeah,
like I would fall asleep and wake up in a panic, and it's just not normal. And I was getting hot flashes. You'd be surprised once your blood work comes back. They'll tell you what you're low in, and you'll be able.
I've been in denial. Like, no, I'm not in.
But it's okay. I mean, it's part of life, and we should be proud to be entering this era. I certainly, I don't want to be my 20s or 30s anymore. Do I wish I looked like that? Yes. Oh, yeah. But mentally,
well, my skin's glowing today.
I was gonna say, whoever she's using, can you sponsor her? Because
I will tag you.
Her skin is amazing.
Oh my God, it's the bitchiness.
Okay, well then mine would be perfect. Yeah. So I don't know about that.
I'm not smiling that much. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to be in my 20s either. No.
And I'm happy to be where I'm at mentally, and I've grown a lot. But it's just your body goes through things, and we just need to get ahead of it and just recognize and try to because part of being successful in business is being successful personally and making sure that you are at your top peak health performance, right?
Oh, yes.
If you're not healthy, you're not going to be able to, people are not going to want to follow you or hear what you say because you're not a good example, right?
Of course.
I said this and it was very controversial. I got a lot of hate actually from it, but I said you wear your resume on your body. And of course, there's people that are sick and they can't help it. And I'm not talking about that. Like, everybody's different. But for the most part, if you see somebody and they take care of themselves, you already have a little more respect.
Correct. And maybe you meant like being happy. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
Instead of like maybe your resume, I think.
Well, that too, because if you are a miserable person, obviously you're going to wear it on your body. So who's going to want to do business with you if you are a grumpy, miserable person? Or even if you just, because there's people of all shapes and sizes. I'm not talking about aesthetic because that's not what I'm talking about.
It's about being more mentally,
I'm talking
emotionally.
about being physically to the best of your that you can physically fit enough to be competent, right? To someone to trust you with their business. Like when I met my husband, the muscles were very attractive, but to me it was more like, man, he can set a goal and achieve it, and he has discipline and he can control himself, and that was what I was attracted to. So that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah, so people don't. It's not about what you look.
It's not about aesthetics.
Yes,
no,
it's not. You know what? And that's why, and that's super important that you say that. And I think me and Alex were briefly talking about that earlier. But it's super important that we are happy within ourselves, mentally, emotionally. Honestly, that goes and that's listening to your body and listening. We really need to. We need to be advocates for our health, for sure.
Because people see that. But when you meet someone, they're going to see.
They are.
Right through it.
I agree. So, and I feel like lately, I still do what I do. I still stay consistent. I still that. But I carry so much like anxiety to me, and I'm like, God, this is not me. This is not more like I'm hard on myself already as it is. I'm super competitive with me. I always want to do better. But one of the things is like I feel like it's not enough. Like, but I'm anxious about it. But I feel because my mind, like I'm not capable of like thinking beyond that. So I feel it has to be that because I've never ever had such a hard time. Like executing things and I overthinking and I
Overthinking.
think yes,
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
so
my problem.
and I'm not crying all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I'm a little harder now too. Like I'm telling you, I could be like a total witch right now.
Yeah.
But it's like I have the brakes on right now on the business because they're on because of that. I do feel it. That's a lot. I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I'm content on where I'm at. But
So you feel a roadblock. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. I feel I'm stuck right now in that level, and I don't want it. I'm identifying it now because what I don't want is the business will go on. We need to eat.
For sure.
We need to eat. I need to pay the bills. So como yo digo, levántate y como decía mi abuela, like
A huevo.
Yeah, it is what it is. Estemos mal a lo que sea. But that's gonna happen. But I want to do it smart. I want to execute stuff. I want to do it happy and I just want to get the right help, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm fine, people. Don't think about it. But it's something that we need to talk more about.
You said something very important, and I've been thinking about this a lot because I do some mentorship programs, and community is huge.
Correct.
Huge. And what you're saying is that I wouldn't have been able to navigate very important things in my life without community. Period.
Yep.
So yeah, I think you're onto something.
Yeah, and I reached out to a few people that have some pretty big organizations that they've already established in different areas, and I really want to do this. I mean, I want to really make sure that we have community,
yes,
more of it, like-minded women, and just so we could be more of a safe space, you know, where we could help each other. And I want to have women of all ages and different businesses and doctors and lawyers and realtors, just entrepreneurs, so we could talk about it doesn't matter how educated you are, it doesn't matter what you've done or haven't done, we all go through the same
and
stuff.
And Latinas are very unique, and I'm not saying other cultures don't, but especially the Latina community, we're very unique in that we have a very big sense of community and we lift each other up.
Yes.
We do. Even if you're a competitor or whatever, I feel like we have a huge network and we're constantly trying to lift each other up, and that's very important in our culture. So we need to take it and run with it because it's so important.
Yeah. So it's coming. It's gonna happen. Me and Yvette went to NARP 2 weeks ago or so.
It was amazing, San Diego.
Yeah, it was. And one of the things after I came back, and we'll talk about that right now, is I called her up right away and I'm like, you know what? I have a few items that I've listed that I want to do, and I'm going to execute. The biggest thing I think all of us when we go to these events or we have any ideas, we could have a million ideas, and we could write them down and think about them and feel them in the gut and the pit of our stomach. But if we don't really execute and start and finish it, it means absolutely nothing.
Right.
And that is where a lot of us, so my ladies out there or whoever's listening, if you have an idea, if you want to do it, do it. Just do it. Call us, reach out to us, and because we're all trying to figure shit out, and the last thing we want is just for it to be an idea and have that regret, you know? So with that said, and one of the reasons why, I'm gonna get into that too, that I came back and said, you know what, hell yeah, we are badass, we know our shit, we are entrepreneurs, we do have a huge following, we have people that back us up, we're connectors and we're being connected.
Yes.
So why can't we do more? And we will do it even more. But we went to NARP, and tell me because we could go to all these events and stuff like that, but how much did you love it? What did you get out of it?
I loved it. I normally don't attend things like that, so this is all new to me. So this is one of my first bigger events.
Okay.
My favorite portion of it, I would have to say, was the mastermind. with the top 250, and I was sat with a table of mortgage originators with a Freddie Mac executive. And I think that was so valuable because we got to just roundtable and talk about what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And to me, that was such a powerful day because, and we're talking about brokers, direct lenders, Chase Bank, different walks of life, but we're all top 250. And so the support and the ideas and the energy was amazing. And then after that, we would see each other and we're like high fives and just the sense of community that I felt. And I was just proud to be amongst so many successful Latinos. To me was very inspiring.
And you know what? And I did. That was the first time. I've been in the top 50 quite some time and stuff. And I do attend these events and stuff. But that's actually the first time I actually went to one of those masterminds and stuff. I love masterminds. I think the smaller the group, the more that you get.
Yeah.
On a one-on-one, right? So I did enjoy that. But I do also feel so there's a lot of stuff that you go and then you learn, and there's certain people you connect and you don't connect, and you get to see who's real and who's not real.
Exactly.
And, so and pay very close attention, my folks, who you are surrounding yourself with and who's really telling you the truth and who really is worth your time and stuff. So when you go to these events, regardless, even if you pay attention to who's gonna help you get to the next level, but whatever you do, going to them just to spend your money and party, because there's a lot of parties and all that, make sure that whatever you do get out of it or whatever you think, make sure that when you come back, exactly that, you execute, you do something that's really going to make a difference. Because going to these events mean nothing if you don't put them into practice. Absolute. I've gone to so many, and now as I understand the business more, and as an entrepreneur more than just a salesperson, it's super important to connect. Like if somebody really sets something that really resonates with you, and you feel like this is the person, call them and connect, try to collaborate, even if it's at a smaller level, but execute something that makes a difference in your business, in your life. Don't just go and say, oh, I'm going to see you next year, and we get nothing. You can be super powerful and really be something big if you really like apply that, whatever
it could change your whole path.
So when people say, hey, these events made a big difference in my life and make change, because they've done something and apply it to their business. They made it
intentional.
And you have to truly, especially my young folks out there, whatever you do, make it intentional. Don't just, and it's stuff that you got to go through the years, I get it. But from the wise people here, from the menopausal girls, make stuff intentional. Do stuff with intention that you know it's going to get you to the next level and mean something to you. And it's all not always monetary. Just remember that. It's just, that'll always come, but what will fulfill you and be in rooms with people that, I don't know, just be intentional.
Do you know how angry I am that I wasted so many, because you're talking to the younger generation right now, that I wasted so many years on just wasted time that I wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's a lot of us.
Now at this age, I'm finally finding myself in that way. We've gotten to be a lot closer, and you've been very, very inspirational for me and given me more bravery, per se, to get out there.
I'm trying, girl.
No, because I see you. And one thing I have to say, because we spent the weekend out there together, and I was watching and to see how things. This is my first. I really don't do stuff like this. I'm watching you, and you are a connector, and you have a big presence, and you know a lot of people, and you are very open, and people talk to you, and you connect the dots. And it's like that's what this business is you connect the dots to get to where you need to go. Lift each other up, inspire each other. And I've wasted so many years stuck in a little room not doing that. And I feel like if I had started this 10 years ago, I would be in a different place now, but it's never too late.
Never.
So here we are.
Late. And I think the key for you or just people, you've been comfortable where you've been.
Way too comfortable.
So when you become very comfortable, you forget all the other stuff because you're like, oh, well, you know what? To you, maybe it meant there was intention, but you were comfortable. You were making decent money. You thought this is all I need. And then we change and we grow up and we think differently. And then all of a sudden, maybe the people you are associating yourself with, you're like, wait, it's not aligning with me and stuff. You know, I'll tell you what, yes, we always wish we were in a different place. We would have done more. I think that's just our nature. And I think competitive in us maybe, or we just want better for our family and stuff. But I always, I think, have been intentional. Yes, I've made mistakes también. I've made a lot of mistakes and stuff. I've always been also around older folks, you know. Desde chiquita that have helped, and that's intention. They've helped me. I never thought like, you know, I had to be in with the same age group. I was just even starting real estate here in the Bay Area when I first came. My mentors were people that were with in their 50s, 60s, you know, and I was this 20-year-old chick.
That's smart. You're smart.
Yeah, but I think, and I give thanks to God for that. I almost feel like He just put me in these rooms so I could be better and grow. And they took me in, and I understood. I'm like, okay, they like me. I'm like their daughter or whatever it may be, and I'm just gonna hang on and gravitate, and we're gonna just, you know, they're gonna help me get to wherever I need to get you. And I think I've always I've always done that. And when I've needed help, I do reach out to them and stuff. And that's kind of,
that takes a big person. Not everybody can do that. You don't have an ego. I think that's the difference. You know, you don't have that ego. You have no shame in like, hey, calling people that like, I need help, or how's this working for you? And that's probably why you've gotten to where you.
And I do that. I wish that everybody does that. You guys out there, and you're gonna, and believe me, there's a lot of bullies out there. So I say that. I do reach out when I like, and I have to really like what you do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk about that next. And I have to really believe and feel more than anything.
Right.
Feel that what you do is genuine. And social media, you're gonna see what you're gonna see. That's just it. You know, I always say it's a great platform, obviously, to get us to the next level, to get, you know, more viewers, to see what we do, and hopefully it comes something out of it. But not everything is real or genuine. And like we had this conversation the other day with one of my coaches, and we were talking about not the imposter syndrome, because I got called out on that shit too, about being a true imposter. Like you're on social media pretending like you're something, like you're a fake. Okay, you're a fake. You're pretending that you're something. And you show all this like glory and all this stuff, but in reality, you're nothing. Okay, so be careful with those people too, who you're connecting. Don't be fooled by all the flashiness. And I even have a hard time with like we like to. I think we like to stay in our own lane. It's good to share your accomplishments. I think your wins, and wins could also be a fail. Sometimes you know. You got to eliminate certain things, or even a canceled contract. It shouldn't have happened. And stuff. But be very careful, I think, who's real, who's not real. People who are like, oh my God, and this is all I know we try to do for social media, but people who are on their computer, like, ooh, write in an offer, like, shut up. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing shit. That's what you're doing.
She said, shut up.
No, what I'm saying, which okay, but that means I don't have to, oh my God, does that mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm writing an offer. Okay, did it get accepted? Tell us what happened after you wrote the offer.
I think it's so, we're just over it. Like, that same shit over and over. Like, cool story. Like, but yes.
But that's an example, because I'm saying, like, you're doing it to attract who? What the wrong? I don't want to make fun of anybody, but that's just what I want to see. Honestly, my people, like, with people that are gonna reach out to the people that look behind the scenes what they really do. Yeah. Have a lunch with those people and see what they really are about. I mean, oh my God, that was so funny. I'm sorry, but when I see that, I'm like, Lord, I know you do nothing. You close 0 deals, and like, which is fine.
I mean, they're writing a contract, Liz.
I know.
Come on.
But I want you to. How about you do maybe? Hey, I met with this really badass lender. I met up with this like doing things like how can I get your prospect list? How can you call? Let's figure something out. That to me is more impressive. Post that kind of stuff.
So I feel like the whole oh my gosh, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm not gonna say it.
Shut up. No.
I feel like the whole exploiting clients online to me is getting a little cringe.
Like what?
How do I say it? Just it's very I feel like it's exploited. Like, oh, look, these poor people finally got their house.
Don't offend Mr.
No, I'm not offending anybody because it is a cool, I celebrate my clients too online. But I feel like it's more than that, right? It's let's not exploit our people.
So funny you say that. I'm going to say something about that. Go, yeah.
Save me, girl, because I don't know. I want to say the wrong thing, but I'm just like, okay, that's cool. But I feel like we need to evolve a little bit.
So with that, it's so funny you say that because that's one of the things, and that's why I wanted to talk about. I am tapping more into the luxury, and luxury again is because I want to be in other rooms where I help. There's a lot of people out there that, especially also in our culture, they make a lot of money and don't trust people because they think everybody's out to get them. So anyways, so I want to do more of the luxury. But with that said, I was looking through Instagram, social media, just to see certain particular group of people that do sell luxury or are really up there and like they're well known and they sell a lot and stuff, and none of them post stuff about so I'm very I think it's great that we help all of them for whatever it may be and stuff. Some of them are more special to you for whatever reason. So do that. I don't do all that. I don't post all of it because they would be there would be too many.
You'd be posting people every day. But the real talk. No, real talk. You would be like, if we were to do that for every single client that we helped, it would be
kind of it would be all like, shut up, Liz.
Exactly. So let's be intentional with how we present ourselves, and actually be inspirational and help. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to inspire.
Yes.
Either clients, realtors, you want to build a team. What is it that you want to do? That's why you're on social media.
Yes. And that's what people need to see. So and again, it's not about the social media. It's about connecting. So connect with the people certain people that I don't want to connect with you. So connect with people that you feel that are genuine, that are real, and you feel that they're going to get you to the next level, and you genuinely feel that they are the good people. With that said, the reason why, and this is why I want to really, truly, truly do better for us women, and just because si podemos, and again, I don't want to bash anybody, but I'm kind of sick and tired of always these hombres that they get to start up these fucking companies and they get to do all kinds of, and I'm going this because it's somebody that we saw in NARB, that I saw and met with NARB, and then los ves, estos bozos, and you could tell that they're full of shit, but yet they have started a company, and give them, you know what, que Dios los ayude, and I hope they do well and stuff, but you could see right through them. You could see the kind of people they're bringing, the caliber of people, the flashiness, and then you sit with them in a room, which I was very, very turned off at NARP when this, and I told you this, when, I mean, not to get into detail, because this is not bashing them, but I want everybody to be very aware of who you are associating, and there's a little bit of everything for everyone.
For sure.
So with that. But after I met with this group, and I left that room, and I'm like, oh my God, all they talked about was like money. Tell me what your values are, because they had zero values whatsoever. Yeah, they gave me a sob story about, what their childhood was. You know what? Well, we've all had some sort of bad childhood or something that we went through, right? Yeah. But what did you do? I mean, like, what have you done? What? You became rich? Okay. And, so that doesn't make you a good person. That doesn't, and I could see that right through. Then you start looking, so just by connecting with this person, gave me the ugh, I'm not ever gonna do business with this person. And then you look at the social media and you're like, oh yeah, if I would have just seen that part and not met this person, I would have been like, okay, this is who this person's all about. And he and she seems to be, because it's a few of them, guys and girls, they seem to be badass and stuff like that. But then when you meet them, then you're like, oh yeah, no, you're not really that. And that's when I talk about imposter. One of the coach that I coach with, he's from LA. I have different coaches, but this coach, it's my luxury. And he was a celebrity at one point, my celebrities, and then they go into real estate, right? But he met them. It's so funny.
Okay.
So, and then just to say that. So they were in Vegas, and I don't even care, but he met them with, he didn't even say names.
Yeah.
We were on this Zoom, and he's exactly what I thought. He was saying it to all of us. It's so
okay.
funny. Like, he was like, you know what? It's all about who brings value to you and with intention, and they're not doing it for their own benefit. You never want to be working with a person who does it. We are, obviously, we're here each other to help each other out.
Yeah.
But I want you to succeed,
Same.
and you want me to
Same.
succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
100%.
And this is like from the heart, I
Yep.
think. If you do good, I do good, and I want you to do good beyond me, because
And
that'll,
same.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just think, but that's genuine, all right? But when somebody, so recognize that when somebody you see it's not genuine, but only for their benefit, you shouldn't be around them. So anyway, so this guy's telling us this, and then he's going on and on. He goes, all they talked about was themselves and what they did and all the flashiness and stuff. And then I had to I Googled him, and I was like, I messaged him. I'm like, is it this company and stuff? And sure enough, without even him telling him, that's a reputation you get. So be careful how I think you conduct business, your presence, how you walk into a room, how you present yourself, how you talk to people.
Yeah.
Because that will leave an impression forever.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where
It's interesting when you start to climb to the top, because you are, how when you peel back the onion layers, what you really see.
oh yeah.
And again, although I've been doing this business for almost 25 years, I've never, and again, I'm mad at myself, but it's that's a story for
but
another
we're working
day.
on that, girl.
I'm finally getting to a point where I'm starting to peel back those layers and and I'm like, wow, this is not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And you're right. And there are people that are in it for the wrong reasons, and they will use you and exploit you and then spit you out when they're done.
Yes.
And you're left with nothing.
Correct. And remember that. Remember that. Just don't believe what anybody else is telling you, or when they talk too much about them and you feel that you're not growing with this team or this group of wherever your offices. But recognize that early on. Like you gotta, and I think it really comes from knowing yourself and your goals.
100%.
Yeah, and write them down. Maybe when you go, and sometimes we are with the wrong people, not knowing, because we think like, oh no, they're gonna get us to the next level. Oh well, they've done it, but it's all talk. Like really write a list down of all the things that you want to do and accomplish, and give yourself a 3-month period. And you shouldn't wait years. You shouldn't wait 10 damn years to figure stuff out. And hey, in a year, if I don't get where I want to be in a year, then I gotta move on, because then you get more comfortable, you get attached and stuff, and then the people that sometimes, and I'll tell you one, I met Miss Patty from New York, and I don't know her very well, but she does come across pretty genuine to me.
And I have to say, I am a huge Patty fan.
Yeah.
She is very genuine. In my opinion, she gives back a lot of her time. She's very big on community, on mentorship. Even if you look at her social media, talk
Nice.
about a great social media page. That if you just go, every post is,
And she's old school.
she's old school, but she talks about how things that will help you, actually help you, stories that are important, that are pertinent, that are intentional. Her mentorship programs are very. She brings in these badass Latinas from different companies, and she aims to inspire. She gives back so much time. And I was in one of her sessions one time, and I'm thinking, she could be on a yacht somewhere in freaking Italy. She's in her office spending an hour of her time with us. To me, that I appreciate people like that.
But I didn't get that and this lady has a business, okay?
Oh, she's, yeah.
Yeah, and I did not once get, like, she not once had talked about her, like, the business in that way or cocky or.
Never.
And then, because I've heard stories about Patty in the past from others, and it's not until, that's why I said super important.
Yeah.
To meet them and see, because you'll know right away when you meet someone face to face of how genuine and what they feel. I did go up to her because we with Carolina and you and stuff went to do some NARB events and stuff like that, and she looked me in the eye, and I mean she was genuine in what she said, and to me, whether something's gonna happen from that, I don't know. But she actually
felt it.
Yeah, I did feel it. And her actual, when she was on stage, I mean, she gave me I did tell her that too. When she was on stage, talking about how her mom, honestly, I wanted to cry.
I know.
When she was on stage, you know what? And I never even looked at it. She said she grew up. And for my ladies out there, my cleaning ladies, she grew up with her mom as a cleaning lady.
Yes, she was a maid. Her mom was a maid.
But the way she said it, she says, my mom was an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know how proud of a daughter.
Yeah.
That's where she's at. She says, my mom was her. I don't care what the hell you do. You clean houses, you are, you know what? I'll give it to you for more than people that are stuck in a 9-to-5 freaking job.
Right.
They're hating their job. They're out there being self-employed. They're entrepreneurs. And she said that. I'm like, you know what? Nunca lo piensas that way. And I don't know. She has my respect. Whatever anybody has to say.
She champions women so much.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you. And that story, and I've, like I said, I'm lucky to have been a part of her company, just to really peel back the onion layers and see. And she has inspired me so much. To believe in myself and to be like, I am chingona, because she says it all the time. Tú eres chingona. We're chingonas. We can do this. We don't need a man to tell us. She always talks about how people like assume her husband's the one that built the company. She's like, I did. I love that about her. She does not apologize for her rawness and her hardness, but she's also a good person, and that's what I aspire to be.
No, see. So for me, for Nora, the event, I saw what I didn't want to be. I did. I left there. I left super inspired. I came back and we're going to do an ARP too. We have some 13 badass women who joined our board. And aside from the ones that we had, which was very few left, 2 or 3, but everyone else was organically, like they wanted to be part of this. And it's why, because I think we're putting ourselves out there and they're seeing what we're all about. So I have 13 badass girls, women, ladies who want to be part of it. So this time around, we're going to make it big, intentional, but where we could fill, what do we say, 200 to 300 people?
Easy.
But people that want to really learn and grow, and so we could take this and all the chapters to come to be better and stuff.
Yes.
So I came so energized, and not so much from the sessions, but from the people I met outside those rooms.
I saw you. You were like a bright light walking around, introducing me to. I mean, you were introducing me to people. It was such a vibe. The energy was so high.
It was high. I was so. That's when I came back and I said, enough is enough. Basta.
Yeah.
I am going. After I figure out my menopause. But
You and me both, sister. I'm over here having a hot
that's
flash.
going to be taken care of because that is not going to affect me. But you know what? I came back so, like, yo te llamé and I said, you know what? I look in that instant, I came up with the name. I want to do this group. I want to do the NARB. I want to do our business. I want to grow the team to real people that want to work and hustle and all that. So, and I'm gonna execute it. I'm gonna execute it. I've calendared it on my schedule. I'm taking time now. I haven't been doing that, so Kofi taught me that actually. And he's another guy coach, Mr. Kofi. But
that's okay.
That's one of the things I think I'm starting to calendar everything that I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna friggin', Ir al baño, I'm gonna calendar.
That's important. Yeah.
I'm gonna calendar everything so I can stay focused and finish what I have to finish. And I feel it. I mean, it's just, I'm leaving to Europe, by the way.
But as
that's
well deserved. I mean, and take your husband and have a good time.
Oh, he's going.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't mean it like that. I know he's going. I'm just saying.
I might leave. I might just stay over there. Y se va a venir él solo. Y si me encuentro uno de...
Cállate. You better.
No te creas, Daniel. No te creas, Alex.
Take your time.
Me voy
enjoy
a
your
encontrar
husband.
uno de Londres, uno de Grecia,
No,
uno de
¿para qué?
París. Uno hediondo.
Just more problems.
Yeah, they're all the same. No te creas. No, I'm going to go and I'm going to have the best time. I'm going to be there with an open mind about things. I'm going to enjoy the moment. But I'm going, I think, more than anything for my 25th anniversary. But 25th.
That's big.
But I'm ready. I am, even when I'm over there, I'm telling you, I'm going to be texting. I am ready. I want to do this.
Yeah. And sometimes it's good. You can clear your mind.
Yes. And I think that's what it is. Yes.
Clear your mind. Get it out. You'll be peaceful. There's nothing, not your real everyday life bugging you for shit.
Correct.
Just get it out.
And who's to say, I always say, no matter where you're at, you don't have to be in your local areas. You never know who you're going to meet.
Gosh.
Who's gonna connect? Who you're gonna connect with them
100%.
out? Yes. So I'm going with that. I'm manifesting that, and I'm manifesting that. I'm gonna go on this trip, and I am gonna connect with the right people that are gonna fulfill our soul and gonna be part of what we believe. I believe it. I'm telling you. Traigo unas ganas de just not even succeed, just de hacer cosas good for our community.
Yeah.
And to show people, we need to make, like I told you this before, we are the ones who have to make our own stages. We have to be we do our own panels, be out there, be the voice, and bring the audience to us so they know who we are and what we're all about.
Yeah, because we're done waiting. I'm done waiting. We're done. And you've built already, just with the board that you built for NAREP, you were very careful. You took your time.
Second time around, but yeah.
But you took your time, and now it's where it needs to be, and we're ready. It's our time.
Yeah,
no more.
And no more waiting. Por favor, like do the stuff that is right for her.
I've been praying a lot on it. And I think I have to remember that fear is not of God. And I have to
faith is bigger than the fear. You have to say that every morning and every night. Your faith, it is. Y él te va a guiar, honestly, the right direction.
And all of us. And that's what. So my new thing is, I just want to surround myself with people that have the same morals and values and beliefs. Not so much beliefs. I'm an open-minded person, but just operate in the same way. That's what I want. I just want to be surrounded by the light.
You're getting there, and you will. You know what the right thing is. You're just afraid, and afraid is not a bad thing. I think when you're afraid, that means that you're ready. You're going to the next level, and there's going to be more doors opening for you and for all of us. You know how many times I've done stuff with fear, and have I failed? Yes, I have, but I'm still here, and I keep getting up. What are those big successful entrepreneurs, billionaires? They fail 100 times before they succeed. You're not gonna fail. You've already made it, but you deserve a lot more. You are capable of doing so much more, and don't. You've been kind of honestly like You've been in the background. You've been. Yeah, the shadow de alguien más. You don't want to do that.
That's been my whole life. I mean, unfortunately, my backstory. Yes. And I've always, now that I've broken free from my personal stuff that was holding me back as well, because it was all a package. Now that I'm finally free, and I'm me, and I can be myself, I'm starting to realize that I need to grow.
Yeah.
And it's, there's conversations and decisions that are going to have to be had that are hard and difficult, because when you're a loyal person, sometimes that can hold you back as well.
Hold on.
No, say it.
You're not betraying anyone but yourself.
Bingo.
Okay.
See, that's
no, but you need to understand that and remember, everybody out there. sometimes we work for people for years and years, and we're talking about work, not so much fun, but or you're around people for years and years, and they've been good to you. Business is business, but you're not betraying anyone. You're betraying yourself, and you have to remember that. At the end of the day, you gotta do what's right for you and your family. It's hard. It's hard to let someone down. It's hard to tell someone you're leaving. We're just numbers, Yvette. Remember that.
And that's the sad reality.
For a company that you're just a number.
Yeah.
Como lo veas, whatever. And you just said, and not to talk, but you said that you're not happy where you're at, where you're to date. Okay, not to get into. So who did you betray?
Myself.
Okay.
And that's why I'm disappointed and I'm upset. And I see my other team members who fell off too. Everybody's like, there's an issue here.
Yeah, absolutely. And guess what? Do you think they feel they're betraying you? So don't ever that's I think you need to just remember, just think differently, because you're loyal to yourself.
Right. But this experience, Liz, I think I'm going to bring it over. I think I've learned a lot from it. I don't want, if I build my own team, I never want to have the culture that I came from.
Oh, yeah. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to change that. And if we're transparent about things and you tell whoever you need to tell, this is how I feel and this is what I need to do. It's not personal.
Right.
I want to continue,
I want us all to win.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly,
but
at the end of the day,
I need more, and I need to move on.
Yeah.
Either you give me what I want, yes or no, and if you can, I understand.
Yeah,
I
you've earned
understand.
it.
Yeah, and that's just I gotta do, but have something secured. But I have to do what I have.
Well,
yes.
I mean, it's never secure. This business
never.
is not as secure. That's the thing. I think that's why we always operate with so much anxiety from day to day. Is that we don't have a cushy 9-to-5 guaranteed job. If we don't hustle, we don't get paid. So it's constant anxiety because I wake up every day unemployed. That's how I feel. I wake up every day with zero money in my bank and unemployed. Literally, that's how I feel. And I have to make it. And I'm constantly doing this. That's just the mentality that I have because nothing's guaranteed.
No, it's not. You're right. Nothing's guaranteed. But you know what? In the 40 plus years that I have living, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you should be proud. Mira,
I am
you
47.
look great.
But I don't want to get all spiritual and godly, but I'll tell you one thing: the 47. No matter how tough stuff's been in my life, I feel that God's never, ever has let me fall completely.
But that's important. Say it.
Yeah,
it needs to be
I'm
said.
saying, but I don't. So to me, if you walk honestly with that faith, as tough as it is, and it's been tough, I'm saying He has. Always. And I've gone to the next level. And even though I might feel, so that's why you shouldn't think that I don't ever feel that I wake up. Yes, I have to hustle because I have to have, if I have a job that nothing's secured.
Nothing's secure.
Even if you have a job, it's 9 to 5, or you have I don't know, what's harder to get rid of you, a union job or whatever it may be. El día de mañana, your health problems, you get in a car accident.
That's true.
That's
Nothing's
just
secure.
life.
Yeah.
That's just life.
Right.
I don't wake up with that mentality. I need you to shift that. It's because I had some tough moments, absolutely. But I walk with the faith of God, and I always say, no matter how hard it is, God siempre me ha sacado de apuros. Every single time.
So you just said something very important then, to shift my mindset. So instead of operating out of fear, operate out of faith.
That's it. And I say that every morning.
Yeah.
You have to say, and every night before, my faith is greater than my fear.
Yeah.
And it's something that just keeps, and it is.
That should be our motto for our group.
Let's do it. Our faith is greater than our fear. And He'll move mountains. He'll do miracles happen con la fe de Él and stuff. But so I don't. Yeah, do I want one more deal? Yeah, I have those moments and stuff. But I'll tell you what, bendito Dios, no me va a faltar de comer, no me va a faltar de tener un hogar. I have a strong family. I have, aside as I'm a bitch, I'm with my husband, I have a good husband. And when we're a team, I have great kids. We have good health as of now. That is more than enough. And everything will come.
So true.
Yeah. So don't. Stop it. Woo.
Well, that's why I'm here. Okay, for my therapy session. That's what this is.
No, we all go through challenge. Yo también pienso pero you have to be like, no. Va a salir, vamos a salir. Well, I'm not going to talk about it, but there's shit that has happened in my thing with lending and and stuff, and that's how I kind of move on from it. Is that my faith is bigger than my fear, and God has a way. And I always say this of, hey, if it's a lesson I need to learn, if it's something that needs to happen, there's consequences. Just, you know what? I surrender it all to you.
Yeah.
You need to say that. I surrender it all to you. And at the end of the day, you know what? Lo que venga, lo que venga. I'm ready to confront it move on from it.
Yeah. I actually am ready. And I think that's why I've been so upset lately, because I'm like,
you're ready.
I've been operating like that for a long time. So now it's done. Yeah. Now the game's starting now.
She says that all the time, de veras.
No como que de veras.
De veras do it. We need you. No, yeah. You're good at what you do. People do want you. Connect with the right ones. Get with the right team and stuff. Stop giving your money to people. You don't need to do that. You already, even if you decide to leave, I feel like even if you do the same amount of volume, you already got a raise because you're going to get more money. You know?
Yeah.
So look at it that way. You already got yourself an extra little oof there.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, oof.
And I can't say the same. It needs to go. I need to improve.
Just do it. Remember when I did it? I was so comfortable for 7 freaking years.
Yeah.
Where I was at. And you've been saying eventually I was gonna leave. But it had to happen. What happened to me, I was being so bullied and being humiliated. And I'm like, you know what? As content, as comfortable as I was, because guess what? I was making money.
You were.
I had communities. I was selling in this job. But these assholes, they made me feel a certain way. And finally, one day I woke up and I said, I am better than this shit. No one's going to humiliate me and mess with me and my integrity. And as scared as I was, because I left all my resale behind, as scared as I left and haven't looked, and I don't regret a damn day doing that.
That's amazing.
And you know what? Honestly, the reason you're feeling, we're gonna end this, but the way you're feeling, that is honestly God telling you to move on, lady. Because that's how I felt. I felt that He was. Do you ever pray to say, "Give me some signs"?
For sure.
Okay, that's your sign.
Yeah.
Because I say that every day.
I've had so many signs.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
He slaps us with
Yeah.
it. Ya estamos,
I have so much to give, and I'm so excited for this next step. I really am.
Don't you feel I'm so passionate about it?
I'm so excited. Thank you, Liz, for the fire.
Thank you, my Lord. No. Anyways, we got this. Oh my God, I just feel it. Watch. We're gonna we keep saying that, but no, it's good. It's a good thing. Good moves, good stuff.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Come with us.
They are. Oh,
I
no.
mean,
You
at
know
least
what?
watch us.
Cuando hay algo bueno and you feel it, and it's people just, we don't need.
It's
follow. People
our
will
community is gonna be amazing, and,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm most excited
But we have
for.
to do stuff that we believe in. That
We are.
Truly,
Well, that's
believe.
what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we
si
do.
llega, hey, I always say that. Si llega una persona, who cares? Pero you've made that difference in that person's life.
It's worth it.
You've done your job.
Yes.
You've done it. So I hope it's 1 times like 1,000, but but that's what, it takes one. Not everybody's going to follow what you believe.
Right.
Some people are going to think that we're like too much, so screw you.
That's okay.
Alex
Alex agrees.
has to fight with me. You think I'm too much, but he keeps coming for more.
Ya ves? See how that is? Funny how that is.
Oh, stop it. He loves me. You love my energy. You love my vibe. You love what I stand for. I don't care what you say.
Let's say yes.
Yes. Anywho.
All right. Well, we're
think
doing
we're
this.
done.
Yeah.
I think we're done. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I could talk and talk and talk.
I know. Well, there's a lot coming. So I think that this is just like the tip of the iceberg of what's to come.
Yes.
Because there's
so we'll
a lot.
keep you posted a la otra, a ver
It's
qué
a
vamos a hacer. Keep watching, guys. I'm excited, and I've gotten a few messages, and just the feedback so far has been so good. So hopefully we connect at some level. Somebody did reach out and says, I wanted to call you, but I don't know. You could call me. If you guys have any, don't hesitate. If you have, or text me. My number's on all the social medias. If anything that we say resonates with you, call us. You're not disturbing us at all. We will answer your calls, because I sometimes get to, se pagaron las luces. That means we're ready
It's
to go.
another sign.
Sometimes I reach out to people and then they don't ever get back to you because they're too big and their head's too big.
That sucks.
That sucks.
But you're not. We're not like that.
No. Hey, if I touch your heart or your mind and something, call us, text us.
Yeah.
make a comment, and we're here to help. We're here to help
let's
each
do
other.
this. Let's do this together.
Bueno, we are done. Los dejamos. Un poquito de todo para ustedes. Lisa Alarcon, la reina de la